Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the Balance Doctor. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. How are you, Patricia Dennis?
I'm doing wonderful.
I'm so glad to have you on today. And I know we were talking backstage. You were like, look, I need one of these grandkids to come back here and help me with all this technical stuff.
Absolutely. Because
That's funny.
I fumble. I do some things, but for the most part, I fumble.
But guess what? At the end of the day, you have the beautiful part of having grandchildren to come to your aid and be able to be a blessing in your life. And so that's an exciting thing, right?
Oh, yeah. They teach me a whole lot. They teach me a whole lot about me, because everything is an interaction. Everything is relationship. So even when I deal with them, I have to be mindful because they're showing me something as well as I'm showing them something. And I've gotten some valuable lessons in energy from dealing with the babies.
That's good.
And I can give you go ahead.
No, I think I think what you're saying is already, before we even really formally kick the show off, is so profound because we learn something even from the younger generation if we're open-minded to receiving and to seeing what it is that they bring to the earth, And I agree with you. I learn something from my children all the time. Things I genuinely don't even know until they just happen to say it. And it's like, that's such a profound point. And they don't even know the impact that it has on me. But it's so helpful and impactful.
Well, I'm finding that the more I open up and I stop resisting life, the more opportunities come to allow me to expand my life, which in turn opens me up to greater potential because I'm not living and doing things from past behaviors. A lot of times we respond because of our conditioning.
That's good.
We have not come to a clear space where we can be guided into a relationship with ourselves and our highest purpose so that how we communicate with one another is an exchange of good information, even if you're planting seeds.
Good.
And every communication should be a doorway into light in your life as well as someone else's.
Yes.
And saying to people, no matter what their age, what you want to hear in that manner. I'm reminded of that with my littles. And I'll give you a prime example. It was early in the morning. My grandson, my granddaughter, I got her up because they're with me from Thursday to Monday morning. She was getting ready for school. She's 5, her brother's 4. So I get her up. So I get him up. He starts. I said, boy, I don't want to hear you. Because the whining, stop whining. I don't want to hear it. So my energy was different. I was like, what? Shut up. That's the energetic part. That's not what I said.
Right. But that's the vibe you were.
So he was talking real loud and I'm looking at him and, Spirit said, well, you can't receive what you're not giving. So I paused and I had to inhale. Because we don't give ourselves credit for what we're sending into our relationships with the people that we're meeting. We are powerful conductors of energy. We cannot afford to be all over the place because we're missing so much of life.
That's right.
We have to come back into ourselves, and that's the only way we can adequately protect our sacred space.
That's good.
Because if we don't value what we let in, then what we're letting out is of little value.
That's so good, y'all. And listen, we just starting the Kim Jacobs Show episode, and what we let out doesn't matter if what we're letting in is so damaging to our
Absolutely
souls. Okay. And already Shania said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And Shania, make sure you all share this broadcast with all of your friends, your family, your coworkers. Invite people to tune in. Let's go, Sister Patricia. I love you, TJ Naaman says. So y'all make sure you tag your friends and your family. Today we are talking about how to protect our sacred space. That's what we're going to talk about this entire hour. So if you have ideas, thoughts, comments, questions about protecting your sacred space, or you're struggling in that area, definitely ask your questions, because this beautiful light and this beautiful energy that is right here on our show today, I'm sure she can provide you with some guidance. So we'll come right back after this first commercial break, which is representative of one of our episode sponsors, which is the Snow Legal Group. And I want to make sure that you know, if you're dealing with personal injury or something, give them a call at 704-358-0026. Let them know the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. I'll introduce this beautiful energy right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or rideshare, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation. Located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, and we are back talking with Patricia Dennis today about how to protect our sacred space. Patricia Dennis created Keys for Life because of her passion for people. She's worked the past 20 years of her life in developing skills to help herself and as well others connect and reconnect with themselves and learn to appreciate our experiences on this fantastic journey called life. Now, I'm going to have her talk a lot about her bio as well, but she's helped so many people throughout the years see the bigger picture. And that's what we're going to look at today. What is the bigger picture here, as well as helping people broaden their vision of themselves and sharing tools and principles to help them do that. It has been her life's passion to be able to do this, and it requires some specific tools and trainings to be able to understand the wholeness of power. Welcome, Patricia Dennis, to the Kim Jacobs Show.
Why, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So I told you, I said, well, did you send any pictures? Did you send this? You were like, no, I just want us to have a conversation. So really, where do we want to begin, Patricia? Because there are some things that happened throughout your journey. This show is all about how people balance their lives. What did you have to overcome to become who you are today? You came into the knowledge of the truth that is your truth from some of your past experiences that brought you there. What are some of those things you want to share today?
I had to be willing to overcome being me. Because a lot of times we limit ourselves over what we see. They've got us caught up in this imagery. And we come from all that is. We come from a divine place. But we look in the mirror and we limit our potential when in the image and likeness, we have to cultivate that image and likeness. It's not the physical or the physicality of this experience. It's the feeling sense of what you feel as you experience life. See, a lot of times we allow our relationships with people, places, and things take us on an emotional journey. So we start tightening as we move towards where we want to have a peaceful encounter, but we're bringing on the noise. So if you're bringing on the noise, because I'm going too many places, but when you're bringing on the noise,
Oh no, you're all in the right place. You're in
you're
the right place.
sending that to where you're going, whether you've spoken a word or not. So a lot of times when you meet people that you are not too particularly fond of, you saying, I knew they was going to act like that. But you're not looking at what you were doing on the way there. We're conductors of energy.
Okay.
You know, we magnify in a place that you cannot see. And that's what takes you back into your divinity, your power, your sacred space. You know, this is the resting place. This is where the kingdom has to become. We have to come alive from the inside out. And we cannot continue to operate in fight and flight mode and want to live a long, prosperous life.
That's good.
You know, we seem to be conditioned to painting pictures of destruction as opposed to painting pictures of joy. Because we're conditioned into going into the worst case scenario.
Well, let me stop you for a second, because as you're saying some of the things that you're saying, some things aren't, in my opinion, just hearing what you're saying, just conditioning only, because some things are real situations that are happening, that whether we want to be conditioned or we don't want to be conditioning, there are mass shootings happening for real. So
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how do I know I can safeguard my sacred space by not conditioning myself or exposing myself to all of it, because it overwhelms me. Sometimes it just gets once I listen and see, I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like I'm literally like a parent standing there dealing with this in that moment, and it's overwhelming. My chest starts hurting. I can feel this. So what you're saying is so accurate, that we can bring on some things that we invite into our spirit, and then it starts plaguing us at that same level of intensity and has the same impact. What do we do in those situations?
The mind is what feeds the cells of the body.
Okay.
So the things, this is going into the structure of what you believe.
Okay.
If you believe in more than one power, there's a conflict of interest. You can't settle yourself from a traumatized space. Yes, things do happen,
Right.
but there's a power greater than what's happening. And I hold on to that, you know, because we're magnets. What are we drawing into our presence? I'm not saying it's not a gun being shot over here.
Right.
But I'm saying God is a witness to all things. The bullet ain't meant for you. And if you don't stand there too long, time to go. Don't want to see what's happening. But
Right.
I'm just saying, you know, because you can be in a position where things can go wrong, but there's a plan for you. We all have stories. We have jobs. We're unique in our fashion. And the Creator created us all different for a reason.
That's right.
He created this diversity not to create more confusion, but to signal us back to the true nature of man when we were not fearful, when we did not have frustration.
Right.
See, that came from the Garden of Eden, when Adam and Eve were not being good children. They wanted to taste the fruit of knowledge. Prior to that, they were walking around. They didn't know they were naked. They were hanging out with the animals. I'm talking about there was no fear. Mm-hmm. There was the presence of the omnipotence that exists, that is a part of us all. But when we ate the fruit of knowledge, then all these other things came into play. We became emotionally unstable. So we're at a place in our lives where we have to stabilize our emotion. Not saying that things don't happen, because I live too.
Right. I mean, we see that happen, so we can see them with our own eyes. Now, how do you recommend that people stabilize? How do you recommend that people stabilize their emotions? Because that's probably a good teaching point. And then I see a question too from Dennis Spraggins, and he says, let's answer his question first.
Okay.
Since he's our guest in the studio audience, and then we can go back to the question I was asking.
Oh.
So it all starts with a thought to maintain energy or to give it away. Is that what you're saying?
Your thought is the manifestation of what you believe. Because if Bible said, if you believe, you can receive.
That's right.
So if the Bible says that, it's a double-edged sword. What are you believing in? You know, you have to lean back into that which you cannot see, because your energy is from a place that you cannot touch or taste, but everyone feels it. Say if an angry person came in a room, everyone would sense that.
Right.
You don't hear what they're saying.
Right. But you can feel the energy. You're like, something not right.
Feel the energy.
Right.
And this is what I want to bring to you, is we deliver whether we say a word or not. We receive whether we say a word or not. We manifest, we create, whether we are aware of it or not. What are you creating in your sacred space? By looking at the vision of what you see. What has to be the predominant thought is the power that has been holding you. You know, the Creator says, abide in me. But we abide in trauma. We only pray when we think we're supposed to go to bed or have something to eat. You know, our life should be a testament of prayer, not wailing.
That's right. I believe that I should be able to be a Bible that people read. And it doesn't matter if they ever read the Bible. They should be able to read it in my life.
In your life. And this is how we have to lead. We have to lead by what we're willing to become. And every time I see a flaw in my life, I say, Father, what is it I need to become in order to correct this? Because your outward experience is a manifestation of how you've allowed yourself to be manipulated by your personal friend, your ego. Because it always wants the whole check. And it always hijacks you and puts you in fear and anxiety. You know, anxiety, all these things they're real if you believe they're real, you know, but we have to reach back into the nearness of what is good, because good is our birthright.
Good is our birthright. When we come back, I want us to talk more about that birthright specifically, because it is one thing for us to hear we have a birthright, but it's another thing to be trained and taught on how do we walk in our birthright. So any thoughts that you have pertaining to that right after this commercial break, we're going to hear those thoughts. Silvershield Security is our episode sponsor. You can reach them at 704-440-4688. Silvershield-security.com, African-American female-owned security company in the North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia area. Let them know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you their way. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silvershield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silvershield Security.
All right, everyone, and we're back. We're talking with Patricia Dennis, and she's talking about how to protect our sacred space. In protecting our sacred space, we need to know our birthrights and how to walk therein. How do you propose that we do that, Patricia?
We have to become more self-aware. We have to tap into how we are using our thoughts, because they are very creative, you know, because everything that was invisible came into visibility because of a thought. So that still holds true today. What are we manifesting? So you have to settle down the stream that consistently runs
Right.
in your head, and you got to teach it how to make sense even to you. So in other words, we have faculties that run amok because we have not engaged with ourselves enough to understand who's ruling the kingdom. So if you're not home, everything else takes over. You know how a thought can hijack you, and you could be getting ready to make prayer. A thought to come and take you all the way over, across town.
Yes.
So when those things would happen, I was saying, okay, it's time for you to go on the bench. You have to become an observer in your life. Don't allow yourself to be entertained
That's right.
by everything that comes across your mind. Because some of it is useless. Because it can keep you in an angry space. It can keep you in a fear space. It can keep you in a frustrated space. It keeps you in a doubting space.
I love that. I love that the way that you're calmly saying, because when you hear, if you're an outside person and you're hearing you speak, but everybody don't have you, unfortunately, in there, right there in their thought bubble, you're able to be a calming force, and you're able to tell people, listen, take control of your thoughts, hijack those and say, hey, no, come under subjection. I hear everything that you're saying. I'm trying to figure out how people that struggle in that area, because they don't even realize that their thoughts have overtaken them. It's like they've just gone away. Do they know that their thoughts are out of whack or out of sync?
Well, a lot of times we live so outside of ourselves that the only time we feel something is when it hurts. That's when we're still enough to
That is such a good point.
When you're hurting, you're looking for relief. So you're real quiet, and a lot of times, if you don't know how to feel good about you, because everything that you experience in life is a tool to make you better.
Right.
You don't have to like the experience.
That's a good point.
But how we're diverse because we're supposed to learn our energy, but we're learning everything else. We're learning how to run, how to walk, how to do this, but we're in this whole universe, this being that we are. We're so full of life, but we're out of control emotionally. We're emotionally traumatized. And you have to question your traditional way of doing things. You have to question those thoughts. When you when you react to something, ask yourself, is that what I want to hear? Is that how I want it to be said to me? Instead of letting the ego jump in and say, did they just say that to you?
Right.
And it's like you go off on another tangent, but that's not what's healthy for you, because at that point, you're disrupting your body's functions.
So you have to think. So what I hear you saying is, and guys, make sure you all that are in the studio audience put your own thoughts too. And I'm going to pop some of those up. Go ahead and start typing your questions, your comments, and I'll do a flash round after the commercial break that we'll have. I'll do a flash round and we'll go directly to your comments. So make sure that you put as many as you want over there. But I want, so you have to, I lost my own thought. Oh, let's see. So what you just made a point and I had a point, but then I saw comments. Let's see. Oh, what's happening? I'm trying to think. So you're in control of the thoughts that you kind of keep or embrace and hold on to. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Okay. So there are times when you may be in a debate with someone. I think, yeah, that's the vein I was going in. You're in a conversation with someone, Patricia. I'm big on role playing. So that's what I'm thinking from a role play perspective. Okay. I'm talking to you. Do you mind if we role play for a second?
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So, hey, Patricia, and I'm going to take you somewhere and take me where you would go based on you being the expert of protecting your sacred space. Okay. Hey, Patricia, how you doing?
I'm well.
Oh, good, good. What you doing today, girl?
Right now, I'm listening to you.
Oh, so that means you listen to something good. Okay.
That's
What's
right.
your plans for the rest of the day?
I don't plan my day for the most part. I'm inspired by my day. So where I
Come on,
go,
girl. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm your cousin. Every
that's
time I talk to you, you don't plan your day. You got the day coming to you the way you want it to come to you. All right. Okay, I get it. All right. So just back for the real folk over here that just we
okay.
plan our day. What are you
No, but
saying?
listen, let me ask you something. Who sets an intention when they open their eyes for how they want to feel, what they want to do, and what they want to receive in their day?
Is that a trick question?
No.
No, I know what I do. I trust God for my day, and I know that He has some steps that He has ordered for my day and everything. So I already know that some of the plans are already made for me. But I just, be asking you, like, you going to the mall, you going to the
But how many plans that were made for you, you contradicted?
Oh yeah, that happens a lot because
How,
at the end of
how
the
many
day,
how many times have you made a promise to yourself and took it back?
that happens because I'm not in control of myself always. I'm
That's a
control.
choice. That's
It's
a choice. That's a choice. Rome wasn't built in a day. We have to take small bites out of life. We
okay.
got to look at the things that come as experiences, and we should start questioning instead of being on the defense. Why am I experiencing this? Why is this here? What do I need to learn from this? And a lot of times you see the same thing over and over because the lesson, if you don't get it,
It's going
it's
to
going
keep
to
presenting itself. Right.
exactly. It's not designed to. It's not a punishment.
Okay.
It's a reward because in that you have an opportunity to overcome a hurdle that you may not have known you had.
Right.
So
Well,
you get opportunities here. Life
all
is
I'm
about
calling to do is ask you, did you want to go to breakfast or something? That's all I was trying to just check on you right quick. You done gave me a whole philosophical lesson over here. So, do you think we could go eat or not? Patricia?
we can eat.
We can eat. All right, all right. I'm coming to pick you up in a few minutes. Where you live? Where you at? What city you live in, Patricia?
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's kind of cold even in the summer there. So we'll see. I might have.
No, it's not.
I'm joking. I used to live in Pittsburgh. All right, girl. I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to get us some eggs and stuff in a few minutes. Okay, bye. That's, you know what, Patricia? I love the fact that no matter where the person went, you stayed grounded and rooted in your stance on what you were saying. You didn't let me throw you off of your game. Does that make sense? And that's a good thing to do.
Because life is a game. And we have issues because we don't know the rules. We don't know how to play. And if you start playing with your higher awareness and you start becoming the artist that you were created to do, and use of your energy as your highest potential. I'm not saying you don't have things come what may.
Right.
Come what may. But you have
things are gonna come, but you just gotta
we
be.
have to get serious about our relationship with the Creator because that's where we set our limit.
That's good.
Because we're fearing too many things. We're caught up in too many things. And there is only one God and His excellence and perfection of what I do and what you do as a part of creation is imperative to where you allow your space to be taken.
That's good. Very good. Okay. Wow. Mind blown, right? So, everyone that's in the studio audience, I see all of your comments flooding in. What we're going to do is we're going to take another commercial break. We're going to learn about attorney Charles Everidge with Hunter Everidge Law Firm. If you have someone that's been dealing with a wrongful death of a family member or disability or some type of claim that you're not sure who to turn to, definitely reach out to attorney Charles Everidge and Hunter Everidge Law Firm, hunter-everidge.com. And their phone number is 704-377-9157. They're located in multiple states. So definitely give them a call and see if they serve your area. We'll be right back. We're going to go right to our virtual studio audience comments. Mackenzie, who's working in the backstage, just so you have that heads up when we come back. Thank you, Patricia. You're doing an amazing job.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone. And we are back talking with Patricia Dennis, who is talking to us about protecting our sacred space and how specifically we can do that to have a better outcome in our lives. So we're going to go to some of our virtual studio audience comments, and I need to read those. So I got to put my reading glasses on. Okay, let's go ahead and start popping them up, Mackenzie, for me. My spiritual sister, Patricia, the one says, Mr. Marsha Moore says you are the spiritual sister to him. All right. Glad to have you on. Anaya say, I say. Oh, she's tagging somebody. Shania tagged somebody. Thank you for tagging someone, Shania. Lady Justine Hillier said, this is good. This is good. All right. Thank you, Lady Hillier. Let's see. The energy doctor, Dennis Spraggins called you. He said, you're the energy doctor. Yes, that's a great term to coin for her. Yes, keep it going. Greetings from New York City. Ronells and company said, greetings all the way from New York City. Who else? Alkaline said, lean back into which you cannot see powerful. Mackenzie also, I told you on some days I'd love for you to pop on and read these for me too. That's deep, Jaleesa said. You can definitely feel the energy. Definitely feel the energy. Yes, 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 Shania said, yes. All right. Be a Bible that people can read, TJ Naaman says. That's powerful. That's what life, in my opinion, we should be the Bible. Okay. Hello, to my energy worker, Pat Dennis. Renee says, she says, I truly love hearing her speak. And I do believe that she is truly a gifted speaker. Just listen, folks, and you will receive what's being said to you. Amen, Jaleesa said. I think Jaleesa's amening what you just said. So I think y'all talking to each other. Maybe y'all sit beside each other. Oh, yeah, okay. The views expressed, yes, do not always reflect that of the show. I say things on here that don't reflect that of the show itself. It reflects what I feel personally, and that happens a lot on our show. That's the whole beautiful part about being able to share different varying opinions. Dr. Peggy Etheridge Johnson said, hey, Kim. Hey, Dr. Peggy. I'll see you tomorrow. Because she's coming over to, you're coming to the eWomen Network Women's Summit. It's taking place in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Sandra Yancey's going to be coming to be our keynote speaker. She's flying in from Dallas, Texas. So we're going to be having that summit tomorrow. So I won't have a show on live tomorrow, everybody. I'll be at the Women's Summit hosting that event. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, I'll share with you how to do that too today. Okay. Aisha says, wow. Hey, Aisha, I think, yeah, she's going to be there tomorrow too. Y'all going to be at this summit tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to meeting you first face to face, because I've never met you before. Emotionally ignorant to emotional intelligence. Yes, that's some good stuff. Good stuff. Any more? Jaleesa says, when I feel my thoughts are being hijacked, I go straight to prayer. Let me stop right there for a second. What are your thoughts about that, Patricia? Is that what you recommend people go straight to as prayer, or what do you recommend people go to?
Listen, the spoken word is powerful, but the belief in what you're praying for is even more powerful than the prayer, because that's what gives the prayer gas, your belief system.
Your belief system is what gives your prayers gas. Make sure you type that, Mackenzie. That's some good stuff. Your belief system is what gives your prayers gas. I love that. I love that. Okay.
Because, the Bible says, in order to receive, you must believe. So your belief has to be in alignment with nature, with life. We have to come away from the don't like to this and that and this. And, you know, the traumas, because it's a diverse space.
Right.
And we have to lean into our freedom. We can't have freedom if we're feeling resistance.
That's good.
We can't be free in the midst of being traumatized by the thoughts we allowed to be resident.
That's real good. Real good. Yeah, this is, I mean, you know how you go to, this is stuff right here that if you were going to a concert or event, you'd be paying some mega bucks to hear. Or if you were going to like a training session and a workshop with Patricia Dennis there, you're getting this information free right here on the Kim Jacobs Show today. She's dropping significant tips and nuggets and pearls of wisdom to be able to help us have a better sacred space. Oh man, I love that. Renelle said, I don't plan my day. I am inspired by my day. That's a quote. Yes, it's a quote. And you all can quote the person that said it, which is Patricia Dennis. So this quote, I don't plan my day. I am inspired by my day. Actually, I'm going to tell that quote. Let me, this right here is the quote that I'm going to share with Les Brown. I share quotes with him, and I am going to share that quote right there. Smile for a second. Put that back up for a second. Put that back up for a second. Come sending that to, amen. Okay, smile, Patricia.
Oh, he told me, take off my glasses.
Okay, let me take my glasses off.
No, he said, take off my glasses. Let somebody see your eyes.
Okay, let me see. Smile. All right. Because I'm going to send that. That's a good point right there. I'm going to send that to Les. Because that's some good stuff. That's a great quote. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. I'm enjoying this conversation. As you can tell, you think I'm right in the studio audience myself. Facts upon facts, awareness is vital. Yes. All right, Patricia, you might be helping my eyesight because the vibe and energy that's coming over here, my vision was clearer today, even though I do have an eye doctor appointment. By the time they finish dilating your pupils, you'll be like, okay, let's see. Go. Every convo with Miss Pat is a download of celestial information. This is, you could also be in denial too, because I need the glasses for a second. Patricia Shania said that. Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, please everybody make sure you take a moment and subscribe to the Kim Jacobs Show. If you haven't already subscribed, do that today. It's on our YouTube channel, and we really do appreciate you all giving some watch hours over there too. That's one of our monetized platforms. If you're ever looking to support the Kim Jacobs Show, take small bites out of life. These are all great comments coming in. Alkaline said that as well. And more comments, or we're done. Okay. Dr. Peggy said, I like that. That's me. I ask questions, especially when cycles occur. Talk about cycles for a second, Patricia. Well, people get into these ruts, these routines, these cycles, and there's a song out there talk about cycles. You know, I can't sing it, but it's like you keep running in the same cycle.
Because we're not questioning. See, we'll question others, but we won't question ourselves.
You know? So it's not even about questioning. If we see something that is disturbing to us, we don't necessarily need to worry about trying to straighten that other person out. We need to figure out, why is this person keep doing this with me?
Well, what do I have in my energy field that I'm aware of? Because you see in front of you a mirror image. It may not be exact, but energetically, it is. We don't like to be honest with ourselves, because if you can find it, you have to know it to find it. You got to know the fault in order to find the fault in somebody else. Because at a certain point in your life, you've experienced that. So you're aware of that. But all of us don't make it to the finish line at the same time. So we have to make space, and we have to be willing to drop seeds of life in our conversations with one another in order for them to be nurtured and be of value to them, whether it's today or tomorrow. It's not for us. You know, you send that divine energy, it's going to duplicate itself over time, because people wake up each and every day. You know, we all have a purpose. We have to live in gratitude. We don't have enough gratitude just for the simple things, opening your eyes, being able to drink water. That's my grandson.
He can come on the show too, because that's what happens. Mackenzie has Remy back there, and we have people. This is all about how people balance their lives, so that's fine.
Yeah, we do. My daughter decided she wanted to move back in for yesterday and today, and then she's leaving today with her children.
That make you have to stretch your eyeballs a little extra because your eyes are smaller, so you're like,
yeah, honey. I get to have the house to myself. Yeah, go home. Go home.
This is you know what? It's like I feel like I'm sitting on the sofa with you talking, and everyone is listening in on the conversation. I know people I know y'all see our comments over here. We got some more comments. Pull some more of their comments up for me, Mackenzie. Life is definitely a game. Milton Bradley put it right in our face. Yes, yeah, life is definitely a game. Somebody, Alkaline said laugh out loud, probably to what the Milton Bradley comment was. I love how you all are communicating with each other in virtual studio audience. G. Renee says, hello, my sister friend, and now my energy worker, Pat Dennis. I truly love hearing you speak. I do believe that you are a gifted speaker, so please take a moment to listen and to receive your blessings. And she's talking as if she's come up to the mic and she's talking to all of you in the studio audience, okay? Or he's talking, I don't know, G. Renee, whoever G. Renee is, okay? Let's see. Any other comments? Miss Kim, assay is a word of affirmation, similar to the word amen at the end of a prayer. Oh my God. Am I saying it right, Patricia?
No, ashe.
Ashe. Okay, well, y'all don't let me be on my show. That's like me saying Bologna. Don't let me get on the whole show and y'all let me say it wrong. Shame on y'all, Shania and Patricia. Let me get on here and talk. So I say, you like, girl, it is not filet. It's filet. It's not. So it's Ashe. So it's like, Heavenly Father, thank you, Ashe. Right? It's amen. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes, basically. Yes, it's a tone of gratitude.
Well, I'm going to say Ashe a lot.
An agreement, yeah.
In agreement, I have stand in agreement with everything that's being shared from the perspective of us embracing more positivity and more joy and peace and happiness and gratitude. And those are all things that are around us every single day. We just have to open our eyes and see them. So I love it. If we don't ask questions, I think friends should say something. Go back to that comment again. I don't understand. So she's saying, if we don't ask questions, I think friends should say something. Expound on that, Lady Justine Hilliard, so we can make sure we deep dive into that a little bit more, so we can understand what your thought is on that. Go ahead to the next comment. Okay, Teresa says, hello. And feel free to let us know where you're chiming in from. Anybody else is on? Everyone grows at different paces, Shania said. Yes, we agree. Patricia, you're dropping some gems. Man, girl. I love that. That's what Shamim Coulter said. And she's known as the love magnet. She is. Yes, and she is definitely the love magnet. You've got to know, Mackenzie. Backstage, I'm talking to the person backstage. I don't have my glasses on and I'm trying to, you got to know the fault to find the fault in someone else. See, I just found fault in Mackenzie.
But it's not fault.
What is
it? It's a glitch. Because we were created perfect. We have glitches. We have to iron out the kinks. We got to stop looking at our life in the negative. We got to.
How do you iron out the kinks if you don't express what the kinks are? If you and we're really friends. You're Patricia. I'm Kim. We're besties, and we talk all the time. And there's something that happens in our relationship that is very disturbing to me, or very disturbing to you. But how do you know how to fix it if you don't address it?
I didn't say not to address it.
How do we address it?
If you look for a problem, you're going to find one. If you look for a solution, you will have one. Most times we're looking at the problem. I tell my granddaughter, stop looking for something wrong.
Okay.
Let's look at the potential for something being right. We've come to a term that we need to express what it is we're feeling and what's the reason. It could be from a wound as a child. because we carry injuries from people that love us into our adult life and our relationships and how we communicate with one another. You know, everything that we do today is coming from a past behavior pattern, but it has nothing to do with your potential to be great, to be divine, to be whole. Because we're here to juggle, to gain balance, to find our wholeness. It's about balance. We're looking for our wholeness. Our wholeness is here, but you have to summon up the courage to be consistent in your life. You have to persist at telling yourself what to think. You have to persist with the dialogue that's going on, that's creating tension in your body. You feel everything in your solar plexus. We don't pay attention to our body. We pay attention to the noise around here. Back there, we're distracted by everything, but we're not distracted by what's impacting our day-to-day living. And that's our thoughts.
That's good.
That's our thoughts.
Good. Okay. Wow. Okay. So keep some more comments. Everyone grows at different paces. I saw that. Go ahead to the next one. Lots of questions in there. If life is repeated until we get it right, then probably they don't see the problem. Then friends who see it should step up and help. It takes a village.
Sometimes the people we surround ourselves with may not know, because most of us, if you're sitting around having a conversation, everybody's usually chiming on the same vibe, unless you got somebody and then somebody like me in the room, you be saying, girl, why you always gotta be different? I say, because I feel different. I don't want to feel like y'all.
Right.
I don't want to be tight and angry. I don't want to have a frustrated conversation, because we're not improving upon ourselves. We're holding ourselves at the same place in the same state.
Right.
That created the chaos. I'm not about chaos. You have to make a decision not to be about chaos.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
You know? And it takes time. This is not you going to step up to the plate. No, I work on myself each and every day.
That's right. That's right.
I can't share with you something that I'm not doing in my life, because if I'm not doing it, I'm going to drop the ball and you're going to know it. Because the lies will manifest. People can tell a story. And another thing, you can always rewrite your dream. You can rewrite your day. You can rewrite the things in your life that have not been the way you like it.
Right.
And if you persist in that writing and you have a picture of where you want to be, now you become co-creative. We have to co-create our experience in life. We got to stop succumbing to the lower vibratory energies that take us on a wild tangent.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. Okay. Let's see what else came in. This is some good stuff. Let me go back over here. See these any more comments? Because this is some, okay. We have to iron out the kinks. If you look for a problem, you'll find one. If you look for a solution, you'll find one. Choose what you look for, because what you seek, you will find. When I'm hearing stuff like this, it immediately takes me back, Patricia, to like relationships and things.
Absolutely.
People that are in, how do I explain? Like, so if you're in a marriage and you think you're looking for positivity because you think you're in positivity, you're not looking for negativity, but then you find stuff or stuff happens or whatever. How does that work?
When you get caught in someone else's to-dos and not to-dos. See, we have prerequisites in our lives.
Right.
Where how we want this to go and how we want that to go. And then we sit and we allow ourselves to be distracted by negative thoughts, but we still want everything to go well.
Right.
So, when Job said the thing you fear the most has come upon you, if you're focusing on the negative or the destruction or the distraction or the separation, the thing you fear the most is coming upon you, because your energy is strong in that aspect of your life.
Right.
But if you use this creative moment to rewrite your story and stick to it despite what you see, then the light can come, because now you're making space for it. You've moved yourself out of the way. You let the creative juices do what it's designed to do, and that's to bring peace into your life. But you got to get over you. You got to get over you. A lot of times we're in our own way. We don't know how to get over us.
That's good right there. Oh. I don't know how this is happening. I'm trying to get something. Okay. Yeah, that's so true what you're saying. And I love that. I love that. So this is great feedback. We just gotta, everything that you're saying is helpful. And if we can implement what we're learning today, it can change everything about the direction of our lives. So I love it.
Because you got to start looking at who you are, not where you came through. You came through your mother. You're in the flesh.
Right.
But spirit is energy. That's first. That's the first order of the day. It's not what you see, it's what you can't see that's causing the problem.
Right.
How are you manifesting? How are you allowing your faculties to be used even by you? Are you falling into a lot of depression? Comes from the stories we tell ourselves in our sacred space.
That's good.
You got to rewrite those stories, because
stop even damaging ourselves with the stories that we're telling.
We are damaging ourselves with our experiences, the way we live our life, because we're focusing on the wrong thing.
That's good.
Bring your energy in. Bring it in. You have a whole heart here that has been on restriction because of fear.
Good.
You have a whole presence here, and you're wondering why we have high blood pressure and strokes and things of that, because we're constricting the movement of a natural flow of energy, which is ours from head to toe.
Wow. Okay. Well, listen, as you think it is, you can also create it. This is really good information. As you think it, you can create it. I love this. Lady Justine Hilliard said, lots of Dr. Connie Green, who will also be at the Women's Summit tomorrow. She's laughing and cracking up on some of the things that's being shared. Let me take a moment to everybody to invite you, if you have not already plan to attend. Tomorrow we have Sandra Yancey, who will be our keynote speaker at the Charlotte Metro Event Center. You can register by just copying and pasting this information that's over in the comment section. And if you need help registering, you can definitely reach out to me through social media. You can just reach out to me, inbox me, and I'll help you through the registration process. It's tomorrow from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful networking opportunity for business women, entrepreneurs, and some men do come as well because they want to connect with some of the business women that are there. I do want to take a moment to just give you a quick intro. I'm the new managing director in Charlotte, North Carolina for eWomen Network. I'm going to play this video right quick now. Hi, I'm Kim Jacobs, the managing director of the Charlotte, North Carolina chapter of eWomen Network. I am so excited that you stopped to watch this video. I've got good news for you. You've just discovered an international network of women entrepreneurs who are committed to helping you achieve, succeed, and prosper. We're on a mission here to help 1 million women entrepreneurs each achieve $1 million in annual revenue. Here at eWomen Network, we have a complete success system that supports you every step of the way in building and growing your business. You being here right now, it's no accident. We're supposed to know about you. We want to meet you to find out how we can help you, as well as learn about what you have to offer. With over 500,000 women connected through 118 chapters across the United States, Canada, Australia, and the United Kingdom, you are never alone. If this is resonating with you, please go to ewomennetwork.com/Charlotte. Notice too my contact information. I invite you to reach out to me and to check out our upcoming in-person and online events. I'm really looking forward to introducing you to our special community. All right, everyone. So we have had a very awesome experience with Patricia Dennis today. Kim, this is an awesome video of you and the commercial introduced. Thank you so much. And you all can learn more about eWomen Network at ewomennetwork.com. And I am excited about being in this role. Also, many of you know I work heavily with Les Brown as well. So I do a lot of the operations and bookings for him. So feel free to reach out to me if you are ever looking to connect with Les in that regard. Dr. Les Brown, I should say, as well. He received his doctorate on this past weekend. So Dr. Les Brown. All right. All right. Amazing show, ladies, is what Jaleesa said. Do you have any closing comments, Patricia? I'm so glad we didn't have all the pictures and stuff, because this right here was some good conversation.
Every morning when you go into the bathroom, stop saying negative things about yourself. Tell yourself, just say, I love you. Just say, I love you. Embrace that moment. Breathe it in. Say it 3 times, and be sincere about it. And see, that'll be the beginning of you changing your life, because now you're affirming something that you were in denial of before, because you have to love yourself from where you are in order to get to the next step. That'll give you the courage, the momentum, the light that you need to overcome whatever has been chasing you because you did not want to let go.
This is amazing. I'm typing that one part right there. Just say, everybody, before we get off, take a moment and just literally just look. I have a mirror right here, but look in the mirror and say, I love you, Kim. I really love you. And isn't it a beautiful thing to love who God created you to be?
Yeah.
We can love on everybody else. Can't we take a moment to love on ourselves and to love ourselves? He created us.
That's right.
And so, yes, I do love myself. I really do. Not in no vain, arrogant way. I know all of us are going to transition from this earth one day. But while I'm here on this earth, I want it to be the most impactful life that he created me to create and accomplish. So this has just been very enlightening. Yes, Dr. Brown, I see you. I see you. And I want to also just say happy birthday. Let me pull this up right quick, too. We have another person that's one of our Freestyle Friday experts. She celebrated her birthday. She is actually, you're talking about somebody that embraces positivity and vision. She's one of our vision experts. She's a blind woman that says, guess what? I am full of vision, full of vision. And you'll catch her some Freestyle Fridays here. This is Camille Richardson. If you haven't connected with her, make sure you do on social media as well. Happy birthday to you, Camille Richardson from the Kim Jacobs Show. All right. All right. Wow. We got to go. We have to get off. But this has been wonderful, Patricia. And thank you all in the virtual studio audience. You have been just absolutely amazing. And I will see you all on Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then also we have our Freestyle Friday. Yes, happy birthday, Camille. Lots of love coming your way. All right, everybody, make sure you all tune in again on Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Patricia, you've been a marvelous guest. Stay backstage for a minute so I can talk to you. I want you to do one thing for me. And I will see you all on Thursday. Or hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Lady Justine Hilliard, come to the event tomorrow. I hope to see you, and I'm looking forward to seeing every one of you that will be there. God bless you. Thank you. Oh, Patricia, how can people email? What's your email? Let's put that up. I have it. I have it here in the. Let me pull that. It was the very first thing. Oh, here it is. I want to make sure we put that up. Make sure tell people how they can stay connected with you.
Well, my website is under construction currently. It's not 2 T's. It's 1 T.
1 T. Okay, let's get you situated here. I'm sorry. There we go. Patricia Dennis. Patricia with 1 T. So PatriciaDennis 1212 So that's Patricia Dennis 1212 @gmail.com, because we have a lot of podcast listeners on iHeartRadio and different platforms as well.
Okay.
All right. All right, everybody, make sure you stay connected with her. Email her. You want to be connected with this positive energy, this positive force that God has created on this earth. Thank you.
Thank you also for this opportunity.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.